We left at that. And now we're live.
You can't be talking about
Hello.
this
Hello.
rap.
You said what?
I say we can't be talking about this rap. Drake comes at people that don't rap.
I'm gonna get into Drake a little bit later. That man something else, ain't it?
Yeah, but
That man is something else.
Joe
It's
Budden made a great point about him, and he may have a point. The kind of person he comes off as.
yeah, I mean, that's a lot to cover. So, anyhow, we're here, we're live. Welcome to the
What
people.
up, people?
Welcome, people. So I do actually have some interesting wild ass news, and I'm gonna always make sure that we have our ratchet history facts, and it is very interesting this time. No crazy, I promise, but it is something that I know you didn't know.
You sure?
You didn't know this. I know you didn't know this.
You never know. That boy.
Nico, this is not about whether or not you smart. This has nothing to do with that. This has everything to do with I know you don't know this. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So wild ass news. All right. So yesterday, 911 was out in Texas, Nevada, Nebraska, and South Dakota.
Dang.
Right. So initially, when you hear that, you think it must be like some sort of like cyber attack, like, something bad is happening. It got to be something bad happening. Anytime can't nobody dial 911. Well, apparently, they're saying that it wasn't a cyber attack, but the comms company that supplies their services, it's not Comcast, but it's like one of those type of companies that supplies the 911 cybersecurity, their fiber optics, whatever. They do that, right? So they came out and they said that a third party made a mistake and cut their fiber optics to put in a light pole.
I feel like I heard about that. Yeah. And that's crazy.
Listen, I'm not saying that it was done on purpose because I don't know and I don't think so. However, somebody ass is fired. Somebody had to get fired because for that to happen in Nevada and for it to affect Texas, Nebraska, and South Dakota, you made a major faux pas. Like, this is a serious offense. Like, there's always something going on. It's always a reason for somebody to call the police. And you are in Texas where the Karens live and breed. Okay? They couldn't call the police on nobody walking their dogs that day. And I know that they wanted to speak to a damn manager after that.
True.
In other news, I have heard of people doing fraud, right? I've heard people going in banks and being nuts,
Okay.
Getting money, robbing banks and everything. I've never heard of somebody taking an actual corpse to a bank for a $3,400 loan.
I need my money.
A Brazilian woman took.
I think if it's her money, if it's now she was trying
to. It's a loan. It's a loan.
A loan.
It's a loan.
Shit, it's not a loan. If he's dead, it's not a loan. No,
it was a loan. They were going to take out a loan and she wanted to use him as a co-signer. So a Brazilian woman took a corpse who was the corpse of her uncle to a bank to get a loan for, like I said, $3,400. This lady lugged the corpse from her house to a bank to get a $3,400 loan. Everybody in the bank knew that something was wrong, that the man was dead. And I really believe the taxi driver knew too, because there is surveillance footage of her pulling the body out of the car and asking the taxi driver to help her. She put the body in a wheelchair. This the man. This the man.
Wow.
Right? So the man is not conscious, and she takes the man to the bank. There are several people stopping her like, hey, miss, fam over here don't look too good. He ain't on color. He look blue. His lips turning purple.
That's crazy.
You know, like they were trying to stop them. And what made the banker decide to call the police is when it was his turn to sign, because he had just came to the bank with her.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
The day before. The banker. What? Yes, the man was alive, but they don't even know how long he was dead. So prior to her deciding to take out this loan, the man had went to the hospital for treatment. He was an older gentleman, you know. Right. So they treated him and they let him out. And then within 2 days, and she was trying to take out a loan, and the banker went through like with the paperwork and was trying to like get the man to sign because he was alive the day before when they came.
Right.
Child, the man went to sign and she like trying to puppeteer the man, like, you know, here with hers, like, let me help you put your arm up there. And he noticed the man's hand was limp. That's what made him call the police. Goofy.
No, I didn't know that they were there just the day before. Because I seen the video. I'm like, it just looks bad.
Yeah, it looked like she knew what she was doing. First time.
You probably should have gave her some of what's in that cup. So she could have thought this through, because her logic was not there.
Well, what's in my cup, babe? She wouldn't have went. She probably would have just been, you know, resting and whatnot. So the edible cran lemonade. Now I am making my lemonades and my chips and my brownies and my cookies and my gummies and my sugars and my spices and my everything nices for the 420 event on Saturday. I am available for deliveries and shipping on Saturday. So definitely place your orders. It's 420. You don't want to be the only one left in the dust. With that being said, last but not least in wild ass news, DUIs and sister wives. So
y'all, hey, that was not funny. When she
it was, because look at you. You had to give me a couple.
I know where you're going with that, but they're divorced, I think.
DUIs and sister wives. Okay. So Glorilla recently took a picture with Damian Lillard, who I'm assuming is a basketball player. I didn't see the picture until now. And she posted on Twitter, like, Twitter, do your thing. Who this man belong to? I want him. And she can't beat me up, basically. That's what she posted on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure the time frame in this, but not too long after, she got pulled over and locked up for a DUI. It's the cutest little video you'll ever see of the police, because she's just like, I'm cool, bro. What you mean? I'm fine. How many drinks have you had? I'm cool, bro. I'm good. She's hilarious. Nonetheless, Damian Lillard's ex-wife decided to post the picture, and first of all, this skin is very clear. Glorilla looked like she had water that day. Her skin was glowing. She looked absolutely beautiful in her mugshot. But anyway, Damian Lillard's ex-wife posted her mugshot and said, "Free Glow Lillard." Pound size sister wives. I'm done. I'm done. First, it's slightly embarrassing. You know, just a little bit. Thank you, cousin.
DUI.
But she had got like this DUI, and then it was kind of like funny. And I noticed that a lot of TikTokers had quite a bit to say about her, like, letting the mugshot go viral. But I'm like, it's public knowledge, so she can't control.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How that gets out. It's just a ridiculous situation. And that's it for wild ass news.
Yeah, that's a lot. But can they be sister wives if they divorced?
I mean, is the divorce final?
I believe so.
Oh well, I don't
I
know.
think he like divorced her not even a month into him being traded at the beginning of the year. Beginning of the basketball season, so October.
Yeah, so they got some money, so it's probably finalized. Yeah.
So Suave with the sports. Chicago. Uh, I'm sure y'all saw our newly one of our new Chicago Sky basketball players, Angel Reese, wants a new name in Chicago. You know, she says she can't be the Bayou Barbie anymore because she's not in Baton Rouge, and she's very correct. But y'all are the worst. Y'all talking about call her Little Reese, 5-star queen. I'm like,
See, and you know what? I saw a tweet where somebody said she gonna be so distracted by Chicago in words, and I was just like, I really hope that she actually see.
I ain't gonna lie, I made the joke. One of them trappers gonna get her, and that's what.
That and not though. That's the sad part, and probably not. Maybe a scammer because he'll be able to fool her long
That's
enough.
even worse. A scammer.
A scammer will have more money and more accessibility. So,
More allegations. Yeah.
and that's fine. I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm not saying that I agree with it. I really hope that she got a man down south.
She broke up with
No
him.
shade to Chicago, but because I'm from there and that's fine. But what I'm saying is they treat you a little better in other places.
She had one before the tournament, I believe, and they broke up right before the tournament. Hopefully he get back with her. Because she gonna need it.
I hope she don't. I hope she don't. You fool. You fool.
Wait.
You let me go before I'm finna have a real career.
Who's to say she didn't hit him with the hey? Let me focus on the tournament. I need, my mind clear. We'll revisit this after we get eliminated, or win.
That's fair. That's fair. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, but get that girl a decent name, because not a scammer. We don't need those.
I hope she don't date nobody in Chicago. It's gonna be a scandal.
You know what?
Embarrassing.
I hope she get with like one of the Bulls or something. At least somebody
that like somebody in the NBA, like somebody on her level. I really hope so. I hope that she not at Harold's real late one night at the game and Ian walks. Absolute foolishness.
Little Dirt, little G Herbo.
I didn't mean to ball my face up, guys. That just happened real fast. It was involuntary. I didn't mean it like that because they'll shoot you. They'll find you and shoot you about that.
Lil Ma, you too good for me?
Okay.
Child. She's not interested. God, real life. You know who she should get with? She should get with Ayo. He played for the Bulls. He's up and coming. I think they're about the same age, about the same height. He about 6'6". She's 6'3". Kids gonna be giants. Ayo.
Them some big ass.
If you ain't got nobody, Ayo, go ahead, dog. Get on.
Them finna be finna be some big ass kids.
Yeah, D1.
Them finna be some huge.
She had an interview on a Breakfast Club when she was like, she can't date dudes under 6 foot, 6'3". I mean, I could see that though, because you 6'3". Let's just.
Yeah, and she obviously liked to wear heels. Did you see her cute little hooded disco ball dress that she had to keep them boobies in? No. She was handling though. I was not mad at her. She looked great.
I ain't even gonna say what I want to say.
Because it was, baby, it was almost OnlyFans on the national stage, love.
Look at my eyes. Roll them. Come on now. But no, her and Cardoso is a Brazilian basketball player. Played at South Carolina. 6'7". These some big girls. Camila Cardoso. She is funny though, because the Chicago Sky just drafted the last two, I want to say, NCAA championship MVPs. Both, so hey, I hope they support them. Ticket prices is crazy.
I already know they're gonna be high.
they're
They
high
weren't
already.
before, though.
The cheapest ticket I saw, like a decent seat, is like $500.
But I was told that they weren't charging very much before, and they don't get paid as much either.
No, it's about to go up.
That's good, as it should.
Because even in that case, the Indiana Fever got the #1 overall pick. Caitlin Clark, 2 of their games has already been moved from where the games usually are to a bigger stadium. The Washington Mystic announced today that their June game against Indiana will be moved to a 20,000 seat arena, and the Las Vegas Aces are going to be playing at the T-Mobile Arena, which holds about 20,000 too. So, hopefully this can bring in more money. They can start getting paid a little better.
But they have been complaining about that, and men was like, "Shut up! Just be glad you're getting paid to do it."
No, you know what I think? Honestly, it's not a lot of money behind them. It's not a lot of money. Like, think about it. When the last time you seen a WNBA commercial?
Well, because they don't get the same opportunities.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just,
they don't get the same opportunities, and but that will be the NBA. So that will be them. That will be what the major corporation is doing by not putting any money into advertisement and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't see NBA commercials until this finals.
No, they play.
I'm sure they run, but I don't watch regular TV, no way. But the commercials that come on my Hulu before my show come on, it ain't never that. Unless it's the finals, the NBA finals, and they trying to get you to watch the show. What? Why would you look at me like that?
Because you talking about your specialty.
Take me home.
You scan? No, let me stop. So, in other news,
right?
Fight week. Ryan Garcia versus Devin. Well, Ryan Garcia versus Devin, the American Dream Haney. They had a press conference today, and things kind of went left. Ryan got on that, started interacting with the fans, and this is what happened.
Hey, where's your mama at, baby? Where's your mom? Oh, I'm gonna go flirt with your mama. Ooh, she about to be fine as fuck. Yeah, I want some of your mama. I want your mama now. Your mama probably in my DMs. Fuck you, motherfucker. Don't talk about my mom before I fuck you up. Yeah, that fear coming in your mouth like a bitch, dog. I'll put my dick in your mouth, bitch.
Ryan, what's that, Ryan?
Hey, pause, no Diddy.
Something is wrong with this motherfucker.
Hey, where's your mama at?
And it is, huh?
So, yeah, that happened today at the press conference. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not a laughing matter, because I think Ryan is really like, he trying something new that he ain't tried before. Some kind of substance, some kind of liquor, some kind of drug.
Some kind of drug.
Like,
that man is on the drugs.
He trying something, because he's been acting like that pretty much since this fight has been announced. It was a situation a few months ago when they were promoting the fight, maybe like 3-4 months ago, when him and Haney, the guy that was like something wrong with him, they came face to face, and they trading words, and like out of nowhere, Ryan just turn around and bolts, just leaves the face off, and I'm like, son, it's something going on with my man. Something going on with my man, but it gets worse, because days prior, him and Devin had an altercation, and this is what happened at the altercation.
Mighty Warrior, Ryan Garcia!
Your son's gonna get killed. He's gonna get killed on that opportunity.
You gonna get killed. Okay. All right. Let's get the entourage out of here, guys.
That's funny enough. The man that said that is Devin Haney's father. The one that did the pushing. That's his father. So after that happened, Devin made a post on X, Twitter, said, Devin touched me without my consent. I'm suing him for putting hands on me, and I identify as a woman. So he touched me as a grown man and hit a grown woman. And I'm LGBTQ+. So it's a hate crime. Now, this is so effed up, and a bunch of rainbows right after.
Okay, pause. Can we discuss the fact that it sounded like he was talking in blackface when he was arguing with the audience? It sounded like, and I'm not, okay, I am. I'm one of those. But with that being the case, didn't it sound like he was trying to put on like some sort of a persona that did not belong to him?
Like I say,
he thought it was funny on top of that?
No, because I don't know what's wrong with him. He's been doing this since this fight has been announced.
But does he so he doesn't usually do all of this?
He's been doing this lately. So this fight been announced probably for about 6 months now. And he's been doing this for 6 months. Having these antics and just, you know, he even talked about at another like press conference, or maybe they was outside or something. Somebody called him and he was like he a wild boy. He was like, you know, Devin was at that party with Diddy. We all know what happens there. And then the announcer was like, I don't know what happens, but what are you gonna do to him the night y'all fight? He was like, nothing close to what Diddy did. I'm like, wow.
We're done here.
Yeah, he wild. Yeah. And this fight is Saturday. The weigh-in is tomorrow. And yeah, it's been an eventful couple months for both of those guys. But whatever is going on with Ryan, I do hope he gets that help. And we talked about it before when, you know, you was talking about he had said he got kidnapped and things like that. Ryan is a Mexican.
Bro ass sick. Something wrong with bro.
Yeah. So
and ain't nobody on his side. Like, it was his mommy and daddy and them there.
They were probably in the background. That's probably who you heard screaming. Probably.
I don't know. It's murky. This feel real murky, watery to me.
I agree. But, you know, that's professional sports.
And then you got to be careful. You got to be careful still, because what if after he do this, him and old boy get in the ring and he do get killed? That's why I was just like, why would your daddy say something like that? People accidentally get killed in the ring all the time.
But his dad is the same one I told you was arguing with Adrian Broner on Instagram Live.
Child.
You know, because Adrian was like, I'll whoop your old ass. And Bill was like, I'll get my son on you. I'm like, that's the threat.
That's kind of lit though. That's my way to flex. I mean, as adults, they're adults and they're boxers. So that's the reason why it's a flex. If he was just a regular kid.
I think he says that in general. But yeah, something wrong. Look. I'm just on the outside looking in. And then his dad, Devin's father, was at the press conference looking real Don Keenish. I was like, what you trying to say? But maybe it's all for show. Maybe. But it's not a good look for his daddy to always be involved so much. And, you know, hopefully Ryan gets whatever help he needs. So that's why with the sports.
Yeah, that's nerve-wracking as hell. Okay. It is now time for tea with Tia. So we got a lot to kind of touch on. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't listen to all of the battle raps.
Yeah, they wild. All of them are
I just kind of got like noteworthy things and I took those and I enjoyed those. So
I can help you when you need it.
I appreciate it. See, teamwork make the dream work. So Rap battles and apologies. Kendrick dissed Drake and J. Cole, and it was like a Metro Boomin beat, and Future was on it. Y'all know how Future do what Future do. So Drake basically started crying on stage for a while to start. He just would get on stage. I'm the best. I'm the greatest guy around. Ask everybody. I'm the best guy around. You know, he kept doing stuff like that. It was weird. It took him a long time to come back with his little song or whatever. And I really think that J. Cole may have just caught a stray on some don't compare me type, you know.
Or get out the way. Get out the way.
J. Cole is he seems to be, I don't know, but he seems to be a very peaceful person. Him and Puff Daddy got into it and he jacked Puff Daddy up. He know that Puff Daddy tried to blow Kid Cudi up, so he stopped driving cars after that and only rides bikes around New York, which I believe is smart because, I mean, what they going to do, take your bike apart?
They could take your brakes. Don't play with
They could take your brakes. He probably, you know what I would believe? I would believe that he checked them brakes every time he leaves.
Especially if you got the ones you could pull. Snip one, boy.
Yeah, but he probably got like a garage or something that he hangs his bike up on, so he'll notice if something's hanging down or something like that, which is cool. Anyway, so J. Cole apologized, and all the men on TikTok had so many think pieces about, come on, Cole, how could you do this? And then others was like, yeah, you know, get your guy. They had a whole conspiracy theory about an old song that Kendrick Lamar had wrote and rapped about how, you know, if we get into a beef, this is paraphrasing, obviously, but if we get into a beef, you better say you sorry by April, whatever date that J. Cole
April 7th to get your together. Yes.
J. Cole decides to talk about how this was disturbing his peace, which I think that him and Kendrick Lamar probably have a friendly competition camaraderie thing. And I think that Kendrick Lamar really want all the smoke with Dre, and I think most of the men in the industry want all the smoke with Drake. But this is the thing. I'm gonna hit this and then I'm gonna get back into the story. You guys, if you're gonna come for Drake, y'all can always talk about how much he loves children, young girls, young girls. Yeah. Millie Bobby Brown, Shorty from Stranger Things, that was weird. The whole interaction between them was weird. And for him to slide in her DMs to talk to her was odd. She spent at least 6 years dressed as a 13-year-old little boy on a scary Netflix show.
She was a bald-headed.
She was a 13-year-old little boy for 6 years. Okay? And here you come, your big grown Aubrey Graham Canadian ass talking about now you want to be friends with a child, and you come from Degrassi, bro. I know it was some. If anything was weird was happening on Quiet on the Set, I know it was some weird stuff happening on Degrassi. Because I used to watch Degrassi, and y'all was the grownest kids I ever seen in my damn life. I ain't never seen no kids that damn grown. I mean, until now. Because, of course, now the kids are grown. But Degrassi was the grownest shit I had ever seen in my life. I knew it was a show from another country. Because ain't no way. Why when y'all in school, y'all ain't really in school? Nonetheless, always the more. Y'all can always go for those things, and y'all can always go for the fact that he sometimes, every now and again, a lot of times, be acting like he really don't like black women. He say little things, little side things, and then if you ask most like conscious black women, they're like, well, you know, I like his songs or some of his songs, but like I don't really rock with him because his personality sucks. Everybody says his personality sucks. Everybody thinks he's an asshole. Like he's ridiculous. Apparently he also came out with his rap, and he told Metro Boomin to shut your ass up and go make some drums. Everybody, I feel like, is laughing at the wrong thing. The man didn't say go make beats. He said go make drums. Like, my boy, you went a little too far. He said something about Kendrick Lamar signing a terrible deal, which we all knew. So, but apparently the guys are saying that he ate them up and whatever. Rick Ross came out with some song. Rick Ross, you really need to focus on trying to get Tia Tush and stop licking her damn teeth in the camera all the time. What? Baby, every time she get on there, I'm not gonna do what she do. But she got some big ass veneers and she know they big. And I think they be getting dry when she be talking. So she like lick her teeth. And then she do this wiggly thing like this with her tongue. But all she says is that Rick Ross is a fat black bitch and he don't pay. Yes, that's what this lady is saying. That he don't pay child support, he don't do nothing for his kids, and he really just don't really respond to her at all. She's claiming that this man has not sent no money to his child or even talked to his child since December 20th. And the baby finna go to prom and graduate. And and she's threatening him with not giving him graduation. Normal black mama shit. Let's be very clear. Like normal, the dad is this. You see what you're doing with your mouth? She be doing that kind of stuff.
No, she don't.
It'd be bigger.
I don't even know the lady. So
it'd be bigger. It'd be more like gum and shit. But whatever. Nonetheless, so Rick Ross, he wrote this song real fast and put it out. Never heard it. Didn't hear anything.
Same day. He wrote it the same day.
Was it nice? Was it good? No.
It was funny.
I'm sure. Rick Ross is hilarious. Yeah. Rick Ross started calling that man white boy and telling him that he went and got a nose job with his mama. Drake messed ass text his mama talking about some no, his mama text him talking about some you want to got a nose job without me? And he's like, no, mom, we go together. This guy was my friend, but he's just a racist. And all this weird shit. So him and Rick Ross have this really interesting like beef going back and forth. You know what?
And he called him BBL Drake.
He called him BBL Drake because y'all know that's who Meg is talking about when she said you complain about the girls with the BBLs and you got the same scars. She was talking about Drake. Drake into it with so many women that the men had to come and get his ass. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna come out with a diss track,
why is he into it with women?
He into it with Meg. He into it with Tim's. He into it with he always into it with SZA because 90% of his songs are about SZA.
Why? She didn't let him hit or something?
They were playing.
Damn.
They had their little situation going.
And she didn't like him no more? She was like, you too light skinned? And he was like,
I don't know how it ended. I just know that it ended. So, so I'm just going to say this. I'm keeping Kendrick Lamar lifted up in prayer. I really hope that his pen, does what it needs to do so he can get in the booth and go ahead and shut Drake down. I like Drake music, but I don't like Drake. If that makes sense. It's so easy to separate the artist from the art with him because I met him as Aubrey.
Oh, yeah.
He was, what was his name? It started with a J or something like that, I want to say. But he was the token black boy for years on Degrassi. He was my favorite character. Even when he got shot, I felt so bad for him. And when he was dancing with no rhythm in his wheelchair, I was just like, that is so sad that Canada is just so, washed that they don't have no rhythm even. But then, we met some other people and stuff like that. And he, he redeemed himself when he came out with his little mixtape, whatever. Wheelchair Jimmy, that's what I'm talking about. I love you, Azari. You're my favorite. But yeah, his name was Jimmy. And yeah, trash. So I hope Kendrick Lamar wins the battle. We know, boo. I don't know if y'all heard, but yesterday Ashanti revealed that she's pregnant and engaged. Congratulations.
To Nelly, right? To Nelly.
But we know, of course. Okay. But we've been on for a long time, baby. You've been wearing them throwback 2000s jerseys. Your stomach ain't never going out. You always been like over thick, like ridiculously thick since you got older. I don't know what happened because you didn't even have no babies. I don't know who you let I'm gonna keep that to myself. But something happened and you got thick just randomly, and it don't even look fake. I don't know that you got no work done.
You've been eating good.
Maybe a little lipo because your stomach look a little Frankensteinish, like it's hard, like you might not be able to bend. Because when you get lipo, your stomach don't look like you can bend. So, but anyway, congratulations to her. She wanted to let us know about it. Moving right on. So I don't know if y'all knew. It's not funny, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all knew, but
Planned Parenthood Award. Go ahead.
I get tired of you treating me like that when I put up my titles and stuff like that.
No, that just does not.
No. I'm tired. That's the name of the story because somebody got a Planned Parenthood Award. Now, with that being said, so y'all know I love Meg Thee Stallion, and I just found out that Meg received. Shut up, Nico, because you're making it sound like I'm trying to be funny, and I'm not, because I do like her a lot. But you're busting up, and I'm being serious. Meg Thee Stallion received the Catalyst of Change Award from the Planned Parenthood. I really thought that I was going to have a lot of redeeming information behind this, but the only thing that was really great about it was her speech when she talked about how important it is for women to have reproductive benefits and health services and, have autonomy over their body, which I do 100% agree with. What I don't agree with is that, although I know that Planned Parenthood does what they do in the community, but it was created by a woman that was trying to get Black people to stop having so many kids because she didn't want it to overpopulate the world. So it's like Planned Parenthood is like the devil we know. Congratulations to her on her award, because Catalyst of Change Award is still a big deal. I'm not trying to take from that. It's just that I feel like it sounds very much hateration and holleration and dancery, and that's not what I'm giving. It's really just, this was kind of odd. It was just a weird thing to have going on. And apparently Planned Parenthood be having galas and shit. And I just want to know what the fuck y'all be showing at the gala. What do y'all be putting up on the screen?
Do you really want to know?
Nope, I'm cool.
I was gonna say.
All right, y'all. So another young rapper that I don't listen to, got locked up for prescription fraud. His name is NBA Youngboy. Here's the thing: he got locked up in Utah because he lives in Utah, and this man was calling pharmacies, at least 15, to order cough syrup for the doctor. And the doctor was him, because he was the one who called under the doctor's name. Ordering large amounts of cough syrup. Huge, you must be selling it. I don't know. This man was using the wrong medical terminology when he was calling in. And also, he ordered it for himself, and it's supposed to be a nurse that calls in to order it. So there is that. I don't know. That's y'all boy.
No, it ain't.
That's y'all boy. He make a lot of money on that. So this is my favorite part of the show, even though it's the end, but it is still one of my favorite parts of the show because I love to educate you guys and let you know the truth behind some of your favorite celebrities from back when we didn't have access to terrible magazines like the Inquirer, the Star, TMZ. Those kind of places. Those raunchy ones. So
you bogus.
Y'all know who Diane Carroll is, right? Like, she played Whitley's mom, for you newbies. She played Whitley's mom on A Different World. She was the only Black woman on Dynasty. And baby, she slapped a white woman on TV. And this is like the 70s, early 80s. On national television, so she's made history. Well, she was a career side chick to the one and only Sidney Poitier for at least 9 years. Sidney Poitier was a terrible boyfriend, whatever, to her.
Did you just call her a professional side chick? That's a thing?
Well, when you do something, you naturally progress, right? So when you start at beginner, and then you go into intermediate, and then after intermediate, you get into expert.
That ain't nothing.
Expert and professional, they be the same thing, and she did it for 9 years. So listen to the story, and you'll understand she was professional with her shit. So it all started when they met on Porgy and Bess, which was early 60s, late 50s. Porgy and Bess was like a really, really big movie for both of them. And she co-starred with Sidney Poitier. Well, Sidney Poitier walks on the set and she like, damn, you fine. Like, mouth drops. In several different like memoirs, they talk about like, you damn near got him off the flow after shorty. Like, she was on them bad, but it was mutual because the man said he was tantalized by her. He put that in his own memoir. Men don't just be saying tantalized like that. That means he had some stuff tingling on him, because tantalized, tingly feeling.
He knew what he was about to do to that. No,
it was cracking, but they both were married. She was married to a white man who her father did not approve of. That was a record executive. She was married to him and she was happy, and he footed the bill for things, and she was cool. Sidney Poitier was married to his first wife. Possibly the second, but I think it was the first wife. No, it was the first wife, because the second wife he was married to until he died. So anyway, so they were married. So when he saw her, he decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and be a player from the Himalayas, and I'm going to invite her to dinner so we can talk about our spouses and how they get on our nerves and stuff. You know what I'm saying? How we tired of that. Well, of course, immediately, now she in love because she just done enjoyed herself. She done poured out her feelings and talked about how we don't have nothing in common like that man. He don't even understand why I be seasoning the food before I cook it. Like that kind of stuff. And they was talking about all that kind of stuff. And they were like, enjoying each other's time and sleeping together. Like literally every time they said cut, they couldn't get them to separate, like get them off of each other. So she goes home and says, honey, I'm leaving you. I'm never coming back.
Damn.
And so the husband cries and he's all like, but why? Like, I love you and you love me. Like, we can just love each other and be together forever. And Diane was like, meh. No, thank you. She goes in the other room, calls Sidney Poitier, and Sidney Poitier is like, whoa, I'm at the crib. You shouldn't be calling here unless you're talking about some business. I'm a married man. You need to go in there and you need to talk to your husband, see if you can't work that out, because I ain't got nothing to do with that, right? So she goes in the next room, apologizes, and tries to make up with him, and ends up having a baby, a daughter. Yep, she got pregnant that night. That's what she said.
Did the daughter
she got
become
pregnant
famous?
that night by her husband, huh?
Did the daughter become famous?
No. I mean, I'm sure she's successful, but she's not like an actress or a singer or anything like that. Excuse me. Okay. So they are living their life and, everything's fine, but they're not stopping seeing each other. Sidney Poitier and Diane Carroll. Diane decides, you know what? I've had enough of this. I'm leaving this man. It's going to be me and you. We finna do this. So she breaks up with her husband. Sydney Poitier buys her an apartment and gives her some money so she can decorate it for, you know, her baby. Now, they're saying that it was a 10-bedroom apartment.
I'm listening.
That's a lot of bedrooms, but in Georgia, I have seen huge apartments with a lot of bedrooms.
A 10-bedroom apartment?
That's what. Mm-hmm.
Man, I gotta move.
Yeah, it must be very, very small bedrooms. I don't know, but the source that I got some of this story from, and the majority of the information about the apartment, that person said it was 10 bedrooms. I don't think that it was, but anyway, moving forward. So she's living there with her daughter, and that man's still living with his wife because he said he couldn't move in yet because his wife had second thoughts about the divorce. So he was gonna stay there. 3 years later, he says, okay, I'm done. I'm finna leave her for real. But you need to send your daughter to go stay with your mama for a while because I'm leaving her because I'm really tired of all the nagging and the kids and stuff like that. And I just think we just need to be together for at least 6 months. Diahann Carroll told him politely to go to hell, that she wasn't sending her baby to live with her parents. That's crazy as hell. So she leave the house and come back. This macaroni Tony decides I'm changing the locks and I'm finna charge you for the decorations and stuff. Sent her a bill, all of that. So she gets over him. She, you know, of course, has her own career. She got her own money. She can go somewhere else and live. Like, you know, she wasn't like out on the streets or anything like that. She goes on with life and starts dating somebody else. And that man called her every name but the name her mama gave her. So yeah, in the 70s, they was terrible too, sis. You're not alone. And that's it for Ratchet History Facts.
I just got a question. Where do you be finding these ratchet history facts?
Okay, so I fall down rabbit holes.
Okay.
This is what happens. So I'll see a picture of something old school, or I'll see a video of something old school or whatever. Look in the picture and see the two people and kind of Google their name or look on TikTok for their name and stuff like that and put them together. And baby, it's always a story about it. And then all I do is I go and fact check. So I look and see the years and stuff like that. What were they doing during that time? Would they have been in there? I really put a lot of effort into it. That's why I be mad at you when you be trying to play me on my ratchet history facts, because they be facts.
They be very petty though. Very, very petty facts.
How is that petty?
Because we didn't need to know about her thought and bopping.
She wasn't fighting and bopping at all. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? She's the best guy around. What do you mean? Listen, just because she was professionally a side chick for 9 years in the
that don't sound good.
50s, you have to learn. You have to learn. You have to learn, and you give people time to learn. It took her 9 years to figure it out. How long was Tina with Ike? In a whole relationship as the actual woman. People have to learn. You have to give them that grace. And that lady learned her lesson, and she stopped fooling with that man when he told her that she had to give her baby up.
She should have just stayed with the husband.
That's what I said. I'm like, this man ain't never left his wife for you, and you just keep leaving that poor man who loved you and was just so interested in you and did not care about the fact that your daddy didn't like him.
Right.
Like you did too much. You got a little too much dip on your chip. With that being said, though, you guys can find me on all social media as Tia Chanel, specifically Instagram Tia_2 Chanel, T with Tia on TikTok, and Tia Chanel on Facebook. But y'all know that just type in my name, you're gonna see the plush pack. Don't you worry. I come up. Also, it is 420, or 420 is definitely upon us. I do have the most delicious and the most potent from the heart, homemade edibles all around. I do ship and I do delivery, but because I have such large orders coming up on 420, none of the deliveries will be available until Saturday, and you will get it in a timely fashion. Don't you worry. All the love and all the THC will be right on in it. I have lemonades, I have seasonings, I have sugar, I have honey, I have gummies, I have brownies, I have cookies, I have chips, I have Cheez-Its. Anything you can think of, I can make it an elevated experience. Speaking of experiences, I also offer an infused experience. So let's just say you want to have a delicious, quiet night in, and you like your whole meal to be infused. Guess who could do it for you? This guy. I got the arm. You know I can cook. That's all I'm saying. Nico, where can they find you?
What did you say? You got the what?
You see it. I got the arm. I got the arm.
Oh boy, y'all funny. If you want to find me, Nico Suave on all social media platforms, Nico Suave _media on Instagram, Nico Suave Media on Facebook. Working on that TikTok too. And hey, if you got a job, holla at me on LinkedIn. You know, the more the merrier. You can never have enough jobs. I need my money.
Nico.
So, and if you in the south suburbs, or you know you near that Illinois Indiana border, you need a haircut. Get in contact with
that
me.
boy cold. That boy cold.
I didn't do the color, but I did everything else.
He didn't do the color. I did the color, but that boy cold. That boy is cold every single time. Every single time. My haircut be better than your baby daddy's. That's all I'm saying, and we're just gonna leave it there.
That's okay. You said it.
With that being said, you guys can tune in most Thursdays at 7 p.m. to catch me and my bro on Vibes the Remix. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Everybody be safe and enjoy your weekend, whether you partake or not. Be safe. Bye.